Hey guys, I know we would all love to have a personal chef in the kitchen. Well, today you have one. I'm here with my friend Chef Patrick, and he is going to show us some great kitchen tips and tricks that will make your time in the kitchen so much easier.
All right, hey everyone, how you doing today? Today we have some beautiful strip steaks here, and we want to talk real quickly about the difference between a dry rub and a marinade. People that say to me, aren't they the same thing? They're really not. All right, quick and easy difference between the two. A dry rub is just that, it's dry ingredients. Whether that's herbs, spices, whatever the case may be, there's no liquid involved in a dry rub. A marinade has to have liquid involved, okay? Typically there's gonna be some sort of acidity in there, and that acidity is actually gonna help break down and tenderize the meat. So the big difference between a dry rub and a marinade is gonna help tenderize your meat. A dry rub is just gonna add the seasoning to your meat. So when you're thinking about the two, which one do you wanna do? It really is gonna depend on which cut of meat you have, but you really can do either for any cut of beef that you're gonna work with. Real quick, we're gonna show you for a dry rub, what I like to do, I always start with the basic of salt, pepper, granulated garlic. Okay, we do what we call SPG 1, 2, 3. So 1 part salt, 2 parts pepper, 3 parts granulated garlic. You put that together in a bowl, and then you can add any herbs that you wanted to that. So if I want to make it herby, I could add some thyme or basil or oregano or anything like that. If I want to make it spicy, I can add some cayenne pepper, some crushed red pepper. I could add cumin in that. Whatever you want to do to add to that, but that SPG is really a good base for you. So I can take my dry rub, and the key, you want to make sure you're going to coat everything. So I'm going to take this. What a lot of people do is they take this and they try to get down real close here to make sure they get every little spot. What happens when you do that, you end up getting clumps going along the way. You don't really get a good seasoning. Don't be afraid to bring your hand up and let it sprinkle down. This way you get a nice good coating on there. And like I said, you want to get all sides of it, because you don't just eat one side, you eat both sides of your meat. And don't be afraid to over season a little bit, because remember, when you go to put this on your grill, you're going to lose a little bit of that on your grill, or you put it in your pan, you're going to lose a little bit in your pan. So a little bit of over seasoning is okay. Now with that dry rub, I take that, I want to let that sit. All right, how long? Typically about 30 to 40 minutes is what I want to let a dry rub sit on there prior to putting it onto my heat source, whether it's the grill, in the oven, on a grill pan, whatever the case may be. So let it sit. Please, when you do this though, put it in the refrigerator. All right, don't let it sit on your cutting board for 30 or 40 minutes. That's a bad situation. You're gonna end up getting people sick. It's not worth it. So season it, put it in the fridge, you're good to go. With a marinade, same type of thing. I'm just gonna take that, submerge that into my marinade, roll it all around. Okay, you can also take this and put it in a Ziploc bag. Put that Ziploc bag, seal it up. Marinade, I wanna let it sit in the marinade at least usually for about a couple hours. All right, you can do it overnight if you want, depending on the flavors in that marinade. All right, it's gonna depend on how it's gonna infuse in there. It's also gonna depend on the cut of meat. The denser the cut of meat, the longer it's gonna take to infuse those flavors in there. But very simply, just kind of take it, if you put it in a Ziploc bag, every now and then rotate it in that bag, just to make sure you get everything coated on all sides. So that's very quick on the difference between a marinade and a dry rub. As I said, you can buy dry rubs out there in stores. They're great. Some of them are better than others, but play around them, find what you like, and once you find what you like, stick with it, and you'll always have a great cut of meat when you're done. Have a great day.
Thanks, Chef. You can get more kitchen tips from Chef Patrick right here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss a single thing. And be sure to check out more of my favorite easy recipes and quick tips. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.